And the reciprocal will be 220, and from the station it's centered again.
Okay.
So you have on the indication you have no flag other than the vertical
2 left, cleared for the
CDI, which is not working because of the slope. And then I usually get my 80s.
4 Hotel, runway 12 left, clear for the option. 4 Hotel, 12 left, clear for the option. Clearance delivery, available on ground, frequency. This is Airman. Hazardous weather advisory in effect. Further information, contact flight service and monitor HIWAS. Yellow flashing lights indicate approaching an active runway TC clearance is required. Simultaneous operation having conducted parallel crossing runways. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise contact received Delta. Confirmation Delta 2253 Zulu, wind 18010, gust 20, temperature 23 dew point 4, altimeter 29er 80. Visual approach, runway 12 right in use, landing parting, runway 12 right, runway 12 left, and runway 25. Clearance delivery, available on ground, frequency. This is Airman. Hazardous weather advisory in effect. Further information, contact flight service and monitor HIWAS.
Then I put in the next frequencies, and since you have the approach plate here, you can put in approach.
Are we doing the ILS?
Actually, the practice area is probably going to be the next frequency you're going to use. Gonna do the instrument check, just turn coordinating, wings level, below lowest point, full of fluid. UNH set 3980 within 75 feet of field elevation.
Do we have this on the fucking server?
I don't, but I can give you a copy.
Yeah.
Then wings level. No flag. Airspeed reading 0. SI level. Align with compass, which would be
Tower Metro 5, like to make our way back
040.
south of the 25 departure and continue it south for Las Vegas. Metro 5.
That covers the instrument check. And then usually I test the localizer. Side end and then nav 1. We cannot pick it up, so it's and then you put it in VLOC, and it's not picking up the signal.
So give me a quick aside on GPS versus VLOC mode.
All right, so the GPS, basically the CDI knob here decides from where this instrument gets the information from.
Right.
So if you have it on GPS, gets the information from the GPS, just from a satellite.
Okay.
You can put in any waypoint you want and use it as a VOR. Like for example, KVGT, if you put in GPS, you can either fly direct to.
Las Vegas Tower.
If I put in OBS, I can select any desired radial or bearing from this point.
Okay.
I can do the same
38 Charlie Yankee,
with Las Vegas.
Tower, make straight in runway 12 right and clear to land, wind 120.
So you need an actual VR to do it. Now
Okay.
I'm just using.
3 Charlie Yankee, clear to land.
Need to put it back in.
So OBS mode basically gives you a waypoint to your target, or a radial to your target.
Yes, or can use you can select any desired radial or bearing from any desired coordinates.
Okay, in GPS mode, that means it's getting information from the GPS. VLOC mode means it's getting it from the antenna. And like if we're going to fly the ILS, we need it in VLOC mode to get the info from the antenna, right?
Sort of. You have to put it in VLOC.
Right.
In VLOC it means VR localizer.
Yeah, that's.
If you leave it, because there's one more mode, which is the GPS. If, for example, you load an approach, like this, those are. Now it's loading an approach, and now you have it in GPS mode.
Okay.
If you want to fly to and from the station, the best way is just to use it in GPS OBS mode, and we can clear everything and go back to KVGT. And for the localizer, we're going to have it in VLOC mode.
Yeah.
For the hold, we're going to put it in GPS OBS.
Right.
and this is going to be white. If it's green, then it's a GPS.
438 Charlie Delta, Kyle Canyon Road, Delta, full stop.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Let's get through all this shit real quick.
And 438 Charlie Delta amendment, we'd like to do some pattern work. Sorry, 8 Charlie Delta, make straight in runway 12 left, and traffic heading to your right, 1.5 miles for the parallel runway, Cessna. Looking for the traffic straight in 12 left, 438 Charlie Delta.
Okay, so now we got hover checks, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to pick it up into a hover.
I'm in the sorry, that's mine.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was playing with yours before.
Alright. And get your green fuels, green company, warning lights over here on top of the greens. Okay.
Option for Fox Hotel. Fox Hotel, runway 12 left, clear for the option.
I'm going to point us into the wind.
Option 12 left, Fox Hotel.
Okay, well I saw my turn coordinator go when I turned. So a little bit of pedal for the ball, right? And then attitude indicator. Working.
And then that the numbers and of the compass and directional gyro increasing in a right turn and decreasing in a left turn.
Say that again?
That the numbers on the directional gyro and the compass are increasing in a right turn and decreasing in a left turn.
Yep.
Increasing. Same, this should be level. Plus minus 5 degrees.
That thing is never level.
Well, you kind of bank a little bit the helicopter, but it's... And if you do a pedal turn, though, it's supposed to turn.
Yeah.
And the next thing is just airspeed as you take off, the VSI and the altimeter.
VSI, we can test. We got a little bit of a...
Charlie Delta, runway 12 left, clear for...
Alright, what are we requesting?
Make a left traffic.
Just a west departure.
Option 12 left, on the go left traffic, 438 Charlie Delta.
North Vegas Tower, helicopter 441 Juliet Lima, west ramp Delta, west departure.
Helicopter 441 Juliet Lima, North Las Vegas Tower, departure from, you said which ramp?
441 Juliet Lima is on the west ramp.
Helicopter 1 Juliet Lima, departure west ramp and on risk, remain west of all runways and taxiways.
West of all runways and taxiways, 1 Juliet Lima.
North Las Vegas Tower, Ruby 195, descending 6 for 5.
Ruby 195, North Las Vegas Tower, cancel altitude restriction, make a left traffic, runway 12 right.
Okay, left traffic 12 right, Ruby 195.
Before you hand over the controls, what I usually like to do is just try to find out the power setting you're going to use throughout the flight.
Yeah.
Usually it's about, for our weight, about 19 inches gives us about 80 to 90 knots.
Uh-huh.
And just try to find an attitude. Damn, it's dark out there.
I love it. It means I can actually read this goddamn attitude indicator. I hate that thing. It's garbage. Hopefully Brian figures that out when he does his instrument.
And I have controls, and you can go and put the throttle
You
on.
have controls?
I have controls.
Autopilot on. Oh, motherfucker.
So there you go. I'm flying straight on level with 19.5 inches, about 85 knots. I'm slightly climbing, so 19 inches gives probably around 90 knots.
Okay, I have controls.
You have controls.
X-ray Hotel, you're number 2, following a Cirrus, 1 mile final, runway 12 left, clear for the option.
Can you turn that radio up a little bit?
12 left, clear for the option, Fox Hotel.
Alright. Now what I do to fly is...
Ruby 195, maintain at or above 3,500 until turning final, and runway 12 right, clear to land.
now since you're not using this, you can use it as a heading block. You're flying west.
Wind 140 at 8.
And put it as a heading block like this. So if you forget what heading I tell you to fly, you're just going to fly this.
Okay.
And you can give me a climb to 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet. Maintaining a westerly heading.
Maintain a westerly heading 270. actually 3005.
35.
And again, I would like to add about 2 inches on your manifold pressure, primary for power. Primary for pitch, it's going to be your airspeed. If you don't change the pitch, your airspeed is going to be the same in a climb. And primary for bank is going to be your
52 November Golf 4
south
5000 with
directional gyro.
Let's 52 November Golf North Los.
You notice a lot more that the collective drops when you fly IFR.
2 right, 2 November Golf.
I don't even think about it when I'm not paying it, when I'm looking outside.
Atmosphere 2157 Whiskey is 4005 over the stratosphere. Could be going up to the nose.
And you can keep climbing.
Musketeer 2157 Whiskey North Las Vegas Tower. Roger. Transition approved on the west side of the airport. Transition approved west side airport. 57 Whiskey. And 57 Whiskey has the flight inside. Roger. State Charlie Delta.
You want to request the frequency change or just switch over?
Runway 12 left, clear for the
Practice area.
Yep.
for the option. Runway 12 left, clear 2.
Hang on, the switches. We're outside of airspace. And you can keep climbing to 4,000. Again, keep you about 500 feet per minute. If you come a little bit more aft, you're going to climb with 80 knots, which is still a good speed to climb. You don't want to climb at 60 knots, but 8 is still a good though.
I was just sticking to 90 knots.
That's fine.
Because that's what we were at.
Alright, and 1 Juliet Lima, give me a right turn to 330.
Right turn 330, still climbing to 4,000.
Perfect. And just make sure that you have a... And again, you can put it as a heading block if you forget. And you can actually, 1 Juliet Lima, climb and maintain 5,000.
Climb, maintain 5,000, still turning heading 330.
Norwest practice area helicopter 441 Juliet Lima, low mountain at 4,000, climbing 5,000, no westbound, no west practice. And just make sure that you always have about 500, at least 500. Otherwise, there would be something you have to report to ATC. You're unable to climb 500.
Either I suck at holding airspeed or that wind's messing with me.
You're just flying over a mountain.
Okay.
And it's plus minus 10, so that's pretty good. And you can give me a left turn, a left 360. All right.
Left 360 all the way back around to heading 33.
Yes, sir.
Standard rate.
Standard rate turn.
Still
And
climbing.
climb it.
Still climbing 5.
Yeah.
Left 360, climbing 5.
It's going to read accurate up to this point. Afterwards, you won't really know what it is. And you're clear around.
Thank you, sir. Should have asked you to do that.
And a standard rate turn in a helicopter is between 10 and 15 degrees with your airspeed. And you're still clear. And at 150 you should have 1 minute. So you have 1 minute now, so you're a little bit less than standard.
Barely.
But it's really good, and then you can actually make a right turn.
I didn't even make my 360 yet.
Alright. I'll let you finish it.
Huh?
I'll let you finish your 360.
Yeah, you can't tell me to do a 360 and then say, oh no, never mind, it's a 180. I was all ready to make a 360. I leveled out there a little early, didn't I? I have to fix that real quick. There we go, 5,000.
And really good, you still have 90 degrees to go, 60 seconds. Or 60 degrees to go.
up there, I looked at my CDI for a second and thought it was my heading indicator. So I stopped my turn momentarily.
Alright, so 155, that's pretty good. And you can do the same with the right turn and use...
Taxi traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey is 4,005, minus 6,000, just about 2 miles to the east of Long Mountain, inbound for Practice.
What am I doing?
Just make a right 180 using the compass. Northwest practice area, helicopter 441, Juliet Lima over the water tank, 5,000 maneuvering. Northwest practice.
I didn't see what you rotated me to. Am I going to 120?
Well, you can use your compass and you have it was your heading. So you can use this as a heading block. Oh, I forgot to start the time. And still keep your scan going.
Yeah, I lost my altitude.
Alright, do you remember how to recover from unusual attitudes?
Pitch, then roll.
Yeah, a bank first, then pitch, and then power.
Yeah, I don't think I've done any unusual attitude recovery.
Alright, so I'm going to give you unusual attitudes. Just looking out for traffic here, I don't see where the guys are.
Oh, that's what it was. You lowered the car beat, didn't you?
I know, I just pulled the car beat a little bit.
Yes, it was pulling my collective down. I was like, what the hell?
Alright, I'm just going to... That's 190. There you go. I have controls.
You have controls?
I have controls. So just close your eyes and tilt your head.
Uh-huh. Tilt my head.
Yep. And you have controls.
I have controls.
Air traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey, 5,002, climbing 6,000, just over the 215 bend where it heads eastbound, inbound for the practice area, about 2 miles south of the water retention basin, Practice air traffic.
Do you have controls?
I have controls.
You have.
Northwest practice area, helicopter 441 Juliet Lima over low mountain, 5,000 feet maneuvering.
Alright, looking for you.
Alright, again, close your eyes.
Okay.
And tilt your head.
Yep.
And I'm just going to maneuver here a little bit.
Oh, that feels totally wrong.
And you have controls.
I have controls. Brought our RPM down there a little bit.
Alright. And one thing that I didn't tell you to do, what would be nice.
Was what?
Another thing nice to do, you can make a left turn heading 330.
Turn heading 330. I'm going to maintain 80.
Yep. Is once you recover from unusual attitudes, is to state your heading, your airspeed, and your altitude. Usually, unusual attitude is a result of loss of situational awareness.
Right.
So you can just, once you're, I'm going to pull the car a bit a little bit.
Okay.
And practice area traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey is 5,005, climbing 6,000, and northbound over Kyle Canyon Road, heading to the water.
You have to descend back down to 5.
And it can stay at 5.5.
Okay.
And give me a left turn heading 270.
Left turn heading 270.
All right.
What altitude do you want me to hold?
5.5.
555.
5.5.
5.5. You know, I knew what you said.
And practice area traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey is 5,500, just north of Kyle Canyon Road between Kyle Canyon and the water.
270.
Doing maneuvers.
80 knots, getting that last 100 feet.
6,500. Practice area traffic.
Northwest practice, helicopter 1 Juliet Lima over the water tanks, 5.5 maneuvering. Northwest practice.
Alright, still looking for you at 5005.
We are right over the water tank.
Alright, I'm about 2.5 miles to the south of the water tank. I don't see you. I'm still looking for you.
There's multiple water tanks. There's a water tank to the north too.
Alright.
So say the retention basin.
We're just over the retention basin, 1 Juliet Lima.
So you're over the retention basin?
Yes, sir.
Alright, 57 Whiskey is over the houses, actually south of the sun. One more time. I am to the east of the water tank, about 2 miles at the end of the road. 5005.
Alright, and enter rotation, go. Alright, so you want to have minimum rate of descent. So you're going to fly 55 knots until you're out of the clouds. Alright. And now you're out of the clouds. Can you see the ground?
Technically, yeah.
Alright, you can go around.
Okay, bringing in power.
So as soon as you get out of the clouds, now you can resume normal.
Exterior traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey is about 2 miles to the north of the water tank, 5004 maneuvers. Exterior traffic.
It would be nice to know which water tank he's at. He's to the northwest of the Cow Canyon Road. Alright.
That's my first auto under the hood, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do 55 knots because it gives you the most time to identify, to do your emergency procedure and everything. So you can give us a climb to fly heading off 150 and climb to 6,500 feet.
Turning 150, climbing 6,500 and still accelerating up to 80 knots. There's my 150 coming up. I'm going to roll out of my turn. Still got some power in. There's my 80 knots. Just going to start the climb up to 6.5.
And for exterior traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey is 5,600, just to the east of the water tank, 5,600 feet, maneuvers. Exterior.
Alright, and you can set me up for a hold at Seiko.
Why don't you walk me through it the first time, actually? It's been a while.
Alright. Well, usually I would do Seiko and then do the approach. But an easy way to find Seiko, since this is the initial approach fix, I'm just going to go direct to KVGT.
Okay.
And now that it's loaded, I'm just going to press procedure. Select an approach. I'm going to select the GPS 1 to right. And gives me the option vectors from Harles or Seiko. I put in Seiko.
Okay.
And load approach. And now that's going to be the first waypoint. So BUE, I check all my waypoints. And I go out. Oh no, it didn't go. Just gonna do it one more time. And you give me a left turn, still climbing to 6,500, back to 330.
Left turn 330, still climbing 6.5.
Exterior traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey is over the water tank, 6,000 feet, maneuvers. Exterior.
Alright. And then I go to GPS here. I'll let you turn first. I'm going to go to GPS mode. And then to OBS.
Okay.
Now I can select any desired radial or bearing from Seiko.
Alright.
Alright, so if you want to fly direct to Seiko, what I can do, I can go here, flight plan, back, and you have a bearing of, motherfucker. Procedure, activate approach, sorry. Sorry, now you can put it in GPS OBS. I just loaded them, so stupid, to Seiko. And it gives you a bearing of 300, or 307. So if I twist here to 307, you're flying directly to Seiko.
Okay.
Just acts like a VR. That was practice air helicopter 441 Juliet Lima over the water retention basing. No westbound at 6,500 feet, holding over Seiko. That was practice. All right.
Practice air traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey 6,200 up the water tank. Going to be doing maneuvers to the west over the houses, Lazy 8. Practice air.
Do you know what they mean by houses?
Houses, I don't know.
Anyway, so now you're flying, you need to fly this heading here, or to align this CDI, to fly direct to Seiko.
Okay.
And if you don't know how much you need to turn, your bearing is going to be 300. We put 300. There you go. And you're 5 miles out, or 3 miles out here. If you look at the GPS.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to give you a holding clearance. And I'll have you hold on the 330. Actually going to have you hold on the 270 radial to the station. Or to Seiko.
270.
Yes,
270 to the station, we're 30 inbound to the station.
Whiskey 6,300 just to the south of the water tower. Going to be still doing maneuvers.
And are we doing left turns?
No, right turn.
Right turns. Will that be a direct?
That's actually going to be parallel.
Because I'm picturing the hold like kind of right here, right?
Well, I do it differently. You're just going to fly outbound this heading. Actually, the 270 heading. You're going to parallel the outbound lag. Or the outbound, how do you say? Yeah, the outbound lag. And then you're going to make a left turn. Align yourself with the station again, and then start making right turns. Is that too confusing?
Kind of.
All right, we're going to talk on this about this on the ground. I'll have you hold on the whatever rated 3-1. I'll have you hold on the 310 bearing. So you're just going to make, as soon as you hit the fix, you're going to make a right turn.
Yeah, so we're just doing a direct entry.
Yes. So it's a little bit easier.
I was just having trouble visualizing it the way it was said, I guess.
Secretary traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey is just to the south of the water tower at 6,300 maneuvers. Oh, actually correction, over the water tower.
Okay, we got our flip, so we're going to make a right turn.
Yes, sir. And right is clear.
Now we start the timer after the turn.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to pull a little bit of car beat here.
And that yanks the collective down.
And I did it one time on my solo.
Yeah.
And what you would have to do here is now twist to 130. I'm going to do it for you now. So this is your outbound lag. And you're going to stop turning on 130.
Yep.
As soon as you have the front flip, you're gonna start your time. And beautiful. The key to a good hold is just keeping your airspeed.
Okay, I got my front flip. You start my timer. Gonna fly outbound for 1 minute.
All right, 1 minute. You're flying 80 knots, and you have a ground speed of 87 down here. So you have a little bit of a tailwind. My suggestion, just fly outbound for 50 seconds. Because you will have to adjust, right?
Right. Call it 45 seconds.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to start my turn. You want to flip my dial for me?
Yes, sir. 2310. And right is clear.
Air traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey 6400, just to the north of the back. The water tank, going to be headed back to the water tank steep spirals from 6003 to 4003. Practice.
Norwest practice area, helicopter 441 Juliet Lima over Cal Canyon Road, 6500, holding over Seiko. Norwest practice area.
I'm looking for you.
Thanks, buddy. My turn went a little over standard right there for a while. Okay, undershoot that turn a little bit. Get my airspeed back.
Wings level, I'm going to start the time.
Okay, wings are level.
And another great thing to do, look at your ETA, ETE.
Pretty close.
It is pretty close.
Right.
If you see 1 minute and 15 seconds, keep it banked a little bit longer. Or just say, all right, wings are level, start time. And you win those couple seconds.
And at this point, we're not intercepting a radio, we're just holding 310, right?
Well, you should be on your radio, so get it back.
Well, I'll get back on that radio then.
And remember, you have 26.5. Sorry.
I was holding 320 instead of 310 is why.
You have 23 seconds to go and you have 40 seconds. So at this point you can play with your airspeed. You have plus minus 10. And you want to go back on your radial.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Air traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey 5005, headed northbound, just about 2 miles north.
So in this case I should speed up a little bit
6005,
in order to make it back, right?
Sorry?
So I should speed up like to 85 then.
And you have the front flip and you have, yeah, that's perfect. You want to do another hold or are you happy with that?
I'm happy with that for now. I'm going to watch all this on the GoPro and review, and we'll hit it again next time.
All right. And
I think, I don't know, your opinion, I think that the attitude flying is there. It's just knowledge that I'm lacking on.
I think, yeah, your flying is really good. It's just a little bit procedures. That's all it is in instrument flying. I think we can set up a localizer approach if you would like.
Okay, you want to take controls and I'll see if I remember how to do that?
Alright, I have controls.
You have controls, sir.
I have controls.
Alright, so procedures, activate approach.
1 mile north of the water tower, 5,800.
Try this again.
Going to be descending back down to
select approach.
Over the water tank.
And we're doing ILS 1 2 left?
ILS 1 to left, yes, sir.
Select approach, or we're going to do by JOCUS or vectors?
Vectors.
Vectors.
So it means basically vectors to final.
Right. Yes. Now, are we going to leave it on GPS for now?
Nope. You just want to verify the waypoints here.
Okay, ILS approach. We got, yep, Kiki, final approach, yep. Okay. And now what?
Just hold the cyclic real quick, please.
I have controls.
You have controls. I would just do like this, push, and then you check all the waypoints because there's more to it.
Okay.
And then you go fly plan just. And then you put in VLOC because you're flying on the localizer.
Okay. Now we gotta talk to Nellis, right?
You have it in GPS 1 to right there.
I selected ILS.
Activate.
I will go back to the video and show you.
Yeah, I believe this thing is the same that happened to me. Just keep like maybe speed that it's
Well, I was staring at the GPS.
I know.
I have goggles on, so I don't need peripheral vision. You have controls?
I have controls?
You have controls.
So let's try one more time.
Okay. So procedures, select approach. I'm going to do ILS 1-2 left via vectors. Going to load. Yes. Going to push, crank through. That's not what I want to do. Clear, clear. Gonna push and look. God damn it. Look through all these keys.
Air traffic, Musketeer 2157 Whiskey.
Okay,
Right over the
Tupac.
Going to be doing
LAS hold.
Heavy power grid to the south.
And we're going by Kiki, right? We're
What altitude are you guys at?
4,500.
I think I have you inside. We are just to your 3 o'clock position, 9 o'clock position, 7,000.
Alright, still looking for you.
Yeah, they're talking about different water towers.
Yeah. So we're gonna do by Kiki, right? That's usually what they do.
Yes, sir.
So enter.
Just flight plan.
Or, yeah, clear. Sorry. Flight plan.
It doesn't. I don't think you have it loaded in there.
All right, let's try again.
Just activate approach.
There we go.
I have controls really quick.
I have controls.
I maybe put the foggers on, so I'm gonna set it up for you really quick. And you can give descend us to 5,000.
Okay.
5,500. That's where we are gonna pick up the ILS. So we have KVGT. Activate. Procedures. Select approach. ILS. Vectors. Activate. Flight plan. There you go. Yeah, you only loaded it, I think, the first time. Same did I. Just you have to load it to activate it.
Okay.
All right. Then the next thing, I have controls again.
You have controls.
I have controls. What is the next thing you need to do?
Next thing I need to do is brief the approach, because I haven't done that yet.
Exactly. I'm gonna keep descending here.
Yeah, go for it. So we got our VLOC mode in, yes. Approach course 120, so I'm going to put that on my OPS. There we go, because we're probably going to get vectors from Nellis. Missed approach briefing, climb 260, 2600, then climbing right turn heading 250. We don't have another heading bug to use, unfortunately. I missed my HSI.
Oh, I do.
I'm going to put in Nellis, 11812. And then I'll have you punch in the tower, I suppose. Throw me off there. Okay, we're going direct to Kiki, which is 5,220. Getting a Morse code identifier from that thing. Alright. So now we just contact Nellis?
Yes, sir. You're in VLOC mode. You have, your position.
I don't. We're about 8 miles northwest of the field.
Yeah, so you can just say Kiki, and you're 4 miles to the west of Kiki.
Okay. So we're going over to Nellis?
We can go over to Nellis.
Alright, and what am I asking them for? A practice approach, ILS 12 left?
Yes, just give them your position.
4 west of Kiki.
Yes.
Nellis Tower, helicopter 441 Juliet Lima is about 4 miles to the west of Kiki at 5,500. I'd like to do a practice ILS 12 left at North Las Vegas.
Last aircraft calling Nellis approach, say again, call sign.
Helicopter 441 Juliet Lima.
Helicopter 441 Juliet Lima, Nellis approach, squawk 4367.
Squawking 4367, 1 Juliet Lima. And you want me to take over?
You have controls.
I have controls.
And you can make a left 180 to just level left 180.
Let me get back up to 80 knots too. You slowed me down, boy.
Yeah, I don't want to fly back and forward 100 times.
Helicopter 441 Juliet Lima, verify 12 miles northwest North Las Vegas at 5,600.
And Nellis Tower, 441 Juliet Lima, position and altitude checks.
Hotel 441 Juliet Lima, roger, radar contact, and practice approach approved, no separation services provided, maintain VFR, say type approach requesting.
Maintaining VFR, we're requesting the ILS 12 left approach.
November 441 Juliet Lima, roger. Would you like extended vectors or are you looking to head right around Jocus?
Just vectors to final.
Just vectors to final, 1 Juliet Lima.
No, correction, helicopter 441 Juliet Lima, roger, turn right heading 030 in traffic, 3 o'clock, 2 miles, altitude indicates 4,000, appears to be northwest bound.
Turn right heading 030 and we're looking for that traffic, 1 Juliet Lima.
What I do usually, 030, so you're not going to forget.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, it's one signal. I'm going to show you on the approach itself, you can twist it, it doesn't matter. It's nice to have the right heading. And you're talking to Nellis approach.
Yeah, I said Nellis approach, didn't I? Oh, I said Nellis Tower. My bad. Oh well. They knew.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
November 32 Alpha Zulu, Nellis approach, and also altimeter 2977. Bama 31 Nellis approach, roger, verify information, Bravo.
And I have the traffic inside no factor.
Yep. Can you tune North Vegas Tower in for me?
Yes, sir.
Helicopter 41 Juliet Lima, 3 miles from North Las Vegas Airport, turn right heading 140, maintain VFR, cleared ILS runway 12 left approach.
What was the turn heading?
140.
Turn heading 140, 1 Juliet Lima.
Bama 31 Nellis approach, verify information, Bravo.
And I have the traffic inside. Uh-oh.
What?
Look to your right.
Bama 31 radio check.
Oh, the airplane?
Bama 31 loud and clear, verify information, Bravo.
You have controls?
I have controls.
Bama 31 copy, say again last.
It's going to be 140 because you overshot, you went over the localizer, now you need to go back over.
Helicopter 441 Juliet, traffic 6 o'clock, 1 mile, altitude indicates 4,900.
Inside Mountain Visual 1 Juliet Lima.
Helicopter 41 Juliet Lima, roger.
So basically now you're getting back on the glide slope.
Okay. So was I, when he told me to turn 30, was I supposed to be intercepting?
Bama 3-1, proceed direct apex, cleared, active recovery, comply with restrictions.
I was thinking about it. You flew over the localizer, but he never told you to intercept it. Because we were already really close, usually we start a little bit further away.
Yeah. Bama 3-1, radio check, how do you hear?
Bama 3-1, disregard. Can we get a radio check on 27355?
Oh, so I'm off a little bit.
That's why it's not
Bama
really...
3-1, got you loud and clear, homie. Thanks. Bama 3-1, can I get
engine
another radio
failure.
check?
Oh, tag failure, rather.
And that was quick.
Well, I was looking at the instruments. That
Yeah,
movement.
got you loud and clear now, thanks, sir.
Perfect, you're flying at 80 knots. Perfect, you're flying at 80 knots.
Simultaneous operation to conduct two parallel and crossing runways. Read back.
Helicopter 4-1 Juliet, is this going to be a full stop landing?
1 Juliet Lima, A firm.
Helicopter 4-1 Juliet Lima, roger.
North Las Vegas information, Echo 2353 Zulu, wind 160 at 10, gust 15. Temperature 24, dew point 3, altimeter 29078. Cruise approach, runway 12 right in use. Landing party runway 12 right, runway 12 left, and runway 25. Clearance delivery available on ground frequency.
Alright. So we have Echo.
Yep. And we've intercepted
The localizer and the glide slope. Obviously at this point you're not gonna keep flying 140.
yeah. And I can descend down to 5.
Well, you can just keep flying the... As soon as you intercept your glide slope, that's the initial approach fix for the...
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of step down fixes.
Now another really good tool is you want to fly 120, you have your heading here, and here you can see what you're tracking over the ground. You're flying 150 and you track 115.
Bama 3-1, contact Nellis Tower, local channel 4.
So you don't really have that much of a wind.
Bama 3-1, contact Nellis Tower, local channel 4.
Are you already past kicking?
Nope, still on my way. I got 8 miles.
No, you're flying from Kigi to the runway. So technically you should start the time here. Not required for the ILS, but if you fail, if you lose the glide slope, now you have to go missed. If you have the time, you just continue on the localizer.
Helicopter 441 Juliet Lima, contact North Las Vegas Tower 125.7.
1 Juliet Lima, go North Vegas Tower 1257, thanks. And 7 mile final ILS 12 left.
You can just tell them that you're on the ILS.
And North Las Vegas Tower helicopter 441 Juliet Lima is on the ILS 12 left.
Helicopter 441 Juliet Lima, North Las Vegas Tower, report 1 mile, report at the Santa Fe inbound.
Report Santa Fe 1 Juliet Lima. I'll leave that to you.
Sir. And another thing that you want to do before you start your approach ideally is do your landing checks. Or your pre-landing checks.
Yeah, is there anything extra other than, you know, gauge screen, fuel square, coming down the other one, next RPM, top of the green, carb heats up?
I think procedure is to put the landing light on. Just because it's supposed to scare the birds.
Sure.
They don't know what it is, but they know it's not normal, so they exactly supposed to go away. I don't know.
I love that beautiful moment when all the lines line up right in the center.
Right? What is your minimum?
Minimum is... Ah, shit, I'm gonna fuck up my approach. 267.
267.
Alright, last 12 left, 206. Oh, sorry, 2456. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Look at the 1 Lima. Did you want to fly the full approach? You want to break it off at some point to land at the south ramp?
You're gonna fly the full approach and then relocate to the west ramp.
Yeah, we're gonna fly the full approach and then relocate to the west ramp 1 Juliet Lima.
The high part of the approach is at the end, pretty close to the ground. It gets really sensitive.
Yeah, it gets really...
1 Juliet, you wanted to land on 1-2 left?
Yes.
Affirmative, 1 Juliet Lima.
Okay, 1 Juliet Lima, runway 12 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 12 left, 1 Juliet Lima. I love that radios are automatic now. That was the hardest thing when I was doing instrument during commercial, is the radios. Now you can listen to the radio, not even like think about responding, it just happens. At least some stuff, like cleared to land.
So it's 4X Hotel, make right traffic, runway 12 right for the next one.
Right traffic for 12 right, it's gonna be my full stop.
Roger.
You know that the localizer gets closer in together at the end, it's going to be much more sensitive.
Yep. Yeah, hate that part.
So just let me know when you are at the minimums, and you can continue below the minimums. But just good practice.
I'm just going to call it 2,500 for ease.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, flying won't be a problem.
Huh?
Your flying won't be a problem. You barely did plus minus 5 knot difference.
3,000 for 2,500. Still got my CDI centered, but I know it's about to get wonky. We're 2 miles out, 2.1 miles.
Las Vegas Tower, Sky 3's with you. Just took off from the studio for landing a transient pad.
Sky 3, North Las Vegas, I proceed to inbound along Cary and then a right turn, transient, and landing transient ramp will be at your own risk. Wind 120 at 8. Altimeter is 2978.
Sky 3, thanks. I'll follow Cary and then do a right turn into the transient ramp.
So it's 4X Hotel, runway 12 right, clear to land.
12 right, clear to land for explosive.
27 for 25. Two 6 for 25. Two 5.
Alright, that's your minimum, just keep flying.
Oh man, but it's getting really hard to chase this needle now.
And chase it.
Huh?
There you go.
There, still got it centered. Haha, fucker. Oh no, it's getting away.
And look up. Good job.
Alright. And North Vegas Tower 1 Juliet Lima, I'd like to turn out to the west ramp.
Look at the 1 Juliet Lima approved as the helicopter off your left will be landing at transient ramp about a half mile out.
Yeah, 1 Juliet Lima, look for that traffic on the west ramp.
5.
Yeah, 1 Juliet Lima, traffic in sight.
Roger.
What?
It's a nice turn.
Alright, we gotta get ready for tours, man. See, I always have this issue where when I sit in the classroom and I cover holds, I can get it right every time, but when I'm actually in the air, a lot of times I can't get it quite right. Like, I can always know when sitting on the ground, that's a direct, that's a parallel, that's a teardrop, but when I'm sitting in the cockpit and I'm like, fuck, is that a direct? It looks like it. You know? And maybe it's just that I visualize it different when I'm flying, or I have trouble, like, it's easier to visualize on the ground, maybe.
What I would do is, you have this hold app.
Got it. I've got that app, and I can get it right, like, pretty much every time.
Because I don't really visualize it, I just, if it's, first thing you do is always fly direct to the station. Let's say you line up your CDI, this is direct to the station, right? And then you just look at your radial, and if you have a bearing, you look for the radial, which is going to be your reciprocal, and you locate it. It's going to be your teardrop. It's going to be your teardrop, your parallel, and your direct entry. A right turn. You can use a pen.
Yeah.
Or like.
The thumb is always what I've heard, like your thumb goes over the teardrop side.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's like.
I mean, it's gonna be here, 70 degrees, so 70 degrees and 110 degrees. That's gonna be your border. Teardrop, parallel, direct. If it's a left turn, it's gonna be teardrop, parallel, and direct. And you're looking for the radial. If I give you a bearing to the station, let's say in this case, if I give you the 270 bearing to the station, what type of entries are going to be?
In this case, it'd be a direct.
It's a bearing. So you look for the reciprocal.
Ah, okay.
It's going to
be a teardrop.
Yes. If it's a left turn on the 090 radial.
Left turn on the 090 radial. We're flying heading 60.
Yeah, this is always fly direct to the station.
I mean, that would feel like a direct to me.
It's going to be a parallel.
Because if we're making left turns, then we could just fly right into the outbound leg.
Well, it's a left turn, so it's going to be like this. This is going to be direct. This is parallel.
Yep, I don't know.
I don't try to visualize it, just try to, the first, this is going to be teardrop, this is going to be your parallel, direct. And it's going to be the opposite for the right turn. I think once we get the the procedure down, I mean, your flying there's no issues there.
Yeah, I think I only busted limits once, and that was because I was looking at the GPS.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, you were like usually ±5 if usually it was spot on. That's not going to be a problem.
The ILS, I pretty much was able to keep it centered the whole time, so I think that I'm okay there. No wind today, or at least not at that moment, it felt like. At the very least, the wind was somewhat direct, so it wasn't that bad.
Just really quick, I'm going to show you one more time here. What I did wrong the first time, then you did it wrong. We just loaded approach instead of activated.
Right.
So, go. Let's go to another airport. Clear. Las Vegas, for example. Activate, and then I go to procedure. And then I select an approach. Let's say the RNAV 12 left. I enter it, I can choose between vectors to final, and those are going to be two different initial approach fixes depending what you ask for. And now it's load. You go down and activate it. Enter. Now I have all my waypoints. Going to push here and just scroll through the waypoints to make sure they're correct. And then fly plan, fly plan. And now the approach is here. Now if I'm somewhere in the say resume on navigation and you need to get here by yourself, then you're just gonna push OBS and now it works just like a VR. Before you get to this point, you need to get off to get out of the OBS, otherwise it won't sequence once you hit the point.
Right.
So if you want to hold on it, you're going to leave it in OBS, you're going to hold until you want to start approach, and you're going to go out of just like normal lag mode or GPS mode, and it will sequence as you hit the fix.
Okay.
And North Las Vegas Tower, Musketeer 2157, Whiskey reporting 3.